see a slab poured.
Hey!
Look who decided to show up!
It's about time.
This is awesome.
Get over
Way
here!
to go.
Did a lot of stuff while we were waiting for you.
Good to meet you in
Mike.
person finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real. I
Oh, this is beautiful property. Hi, Leslie.
So on behalf of the entire crew and everyone in the great state of Texas, I'd like to officially welcome you to the episode. Thanks for making it.
You pretend like I wasn't trying my hardest to be here.
That's right. I absolutely am making you out to be a monster, and I love it. You know that feeling when there's like something seems a little wrong and you can't quite put your finger on it? Well, cat's out of the bag. Great, if you can just put a like CGI of Zack in there, that'll be perfect. Zack's flight to Austin got canceled, he's on standby, and for now, I'm driving to Brenham, Texas, which is about halfway between Houston and Austin to meet our new friends, Leslie and Michael.
How are you?
Oh man.
Where's Zack?
Yeah, well, look, the way I see it, if the starter can't play, the second string needs to step up. You can do this, John. You're capable. People like you. Are you the best builder? No. With Zack on his way and one of our most ambitious builds yet still ahead of us, Zack has tasked me with assembling Leslie and Michael's brand new sauna before he gets here this afternoon. I haven't seen the sauna yet. In my mind right now, I'm like, it's like IKEA furniture, no problem. Zack's like, no, it's way harder than that. You have real value and worth. Zack is a compliment to you. He's not the whole thing. Leslie and Michael call this place Whitehurst Farm, and I tell you, it is as advertised.
When we bought the property, it didn't have a home on it. It just had barn structures.
And then Leslie was watching Tiny House Nation. I had driven by a place that had tiny houses, told her about it, and kind of the rest is history.
There are two tiny houses. There's the one that Leslie and Michael live in.
So this is our house that we've been living in full time.
It's cozy. And then there's the one that was Leslie's dad's house. He's passed. That house now is the house that we're gonna try to revive. This is the second house. This looks wider. Is it wider?
It is wider and shorter.
Soon to be transformed. All right.
So this is the second tiny house.
Okay. We're gonna try and make it a sanctuary, and we're also gonna try and make it a guest house, an area where Leslie and Michael's kids can come back, feel comfortable here.
There's one bedroom, so if there's more people, it's the couch, or now our daughter has one child, another one on the way.
We just really want this to be a sanctuary for us and for anybody that comes to visit us.
There's this huge concrete pad. This is gonna be an outdoor sanctuary.
I am a bath girl. I need a bathtub, and I haven't had a bathtub since we lived here. So this is my bathtub.
Yep.
And over here is an outdoor open air shower.
Okay.
But the real kicker, the big feature, somewhere right around over here is an infrared sauna.
Ah, yes. No, the sauna, I know all about the sauna, because I believe that's gonna be a little bit of like our project of putting that together.
Well, I see a slab poured.
And now you're all caught up. Zack has arrived, and frankly, his timing could not have been better, because we need help lifting the sauna roof into place.
Yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah.
So what Michael and Leslie don't realize is that I know a little secret about saunas. The closer that you are to like a mountain lake or a cold stream, the better the sauna quality is.
Okay.
Because it's all about that, that hot and cold kind of trading off. They don't have a lake, right? They don't have a stream here. So what's the second best thing that could possibly be in terms of the location of a sauna?
A pool.
Waterfall.
What do you mean waterfall? You just said they don't have a lake, they don't have a stream. Waterfall?
Like gallons of water smashing you in the face all at once, and it's brisk and cold and that refreshing feeling like you just kind of jumped in a stream. Only all you did was like go into the shower and get dosed.
Oh my God.
Doused.
Dosed or doused. It sounds like you got dosed before you came up with this idea.
It's basically, imagine like one of those kids, like water park buckets.
Oh yeah,
right, that
I
fills
know
up
exactly
and then
what
it gets
this
full
is.
and then it pours, right?
Yeah.
All you have to do is when you go turn the sauna on, you just turn the waterfall on, it fills the bucket up, and because we'll have a float valve on it,
yeah,
it will stop when it fills, right? So it's just sitting there. You take your sauna, you get outside, you go over to the waterfall, cold plunge, you pull the thing, and then I do want to kind of run by some stuff. Yeah, Leslie, if you want to maybe take me on a tour of the tiny house.
So I know we're doing some sort of like sleeping thing for the second tiny house.
Say you're gonna have a Murphy bed in here. Well, the Murphy bed, it's gonna come out like, you know, like 16-inch cabinet, right? So you're gonna lose this much of your entire space. It's not a Murphy bed. It's not gonna be a fold-out couch. I'm talking about like an L-shaped couch that's got a chaise lounge, like an extra big chaise lounge, which is really just two different twin day beds, extra large twin day beds that then are gonna move out into the space, lock together, and form like basically a queen size bed that's extra wide.
Love it.
I think it's gonna be dope. The only downside about my new plan is that it involves building a full-on bookshelf with doors, and that was just like an extra project on top of everything. All I'm bringing that up for is that like, I really want to help out on the outside, and I just need to like jam on this project so I can free up some time for it.
So with Zack here, a plan formulated, and me feeling more capable than ever, it's time to start cutting some wood. Meanwhile, Leslie and Michael are doing what farmers do, working hard and extending some good old-fashioned country hospitality. And I can't express how much the crew and I appreciated that. I mean, look at these veggies. Out here, phrases like farm fresh and farm to table aren't slogans. They're a Tuesday night. And this Tuesday, we're getting spoiled.
It feels like we've known them for 6, 7, 8 years since we've watched every episode of Tiny House Nation.
Zack and I did not know Leslie and Michael. We were on a monthly call with fans and said, hey, who needs help? Who wants us to come to their place?
I know some of you guys are like, oh, how do I ask them to come and help on my house?
I follow them on social media and came and told Michael like, oh, they're doing a new show. We should watch it and I want to support them and you know, maybe we can get them to come to Texas at some point. We've got lots of things they could do. And so we started joining the Patreon calls.
Patreon is our crowdfunding site where you can join our community to get special access. And it's what makes this show possible. Plus, added bonus, when you join, not only do you get your name in the credits like this, you also get all our show content and invitations to our live and virtual hangouts like this one right here, where you can ask us almost anything.
I don't remember if it was Zack. One of y'all said, you know, is there anybody on the call that wants us to come do a project?
Is there anybody? You don't even have to like say it, just like you can raise your hand. Is there actually anyone? I see a couple of hands.
Me.
So that's a question,
Yeah, when are you
right?
coming to Texas?
See? Now we're talking.
Leslie kind of yelled out like, when are you coming to Texas? And one thing led to another. We talked to him, we vetted it, and we're here in Texas.
And here they are. Yeah. I mean, it's bizarre.
Yeah, it really is bizarre. Yeah, because she talked about it. She said, this is what I want to do, and we'll get these guys to come. And, you know, then they agreed to come. And so having them here, though, is kind of surreal.
Yeah.
All right, so bear with me here, because this is what I've been thinking about Leslie and Michael's story. It is kind of like the Odyssey, like a 5-act adventure, right? Because they started in the city. That's their sort of like normal life. It wasn't working.
So at the time that Michael and I met, we were both divorced a few years. We each had 2 kids. We each had a son and a daughter. My older son had seen an ad on eHarmony when I was still living in Austin. He said, Mom, you should do that to meet somebody. He was the only person I ever went on a date with, and we literally went on our first date and pretty much told each other that night that we knew we would stay together. We moved up to the suburbs where Michael and his kids were living and started a new life as a blended family.
It was different. I mean, they started the farm when I was in like 4th grade. We started with chickens.
She has kind of a unique kind of wisdom. You know, she used to would say things, you know, she'd say, well, things happen in the time that they're supposed to happen. And I'd kind of like roll my eyes. But then I started paying attention and I started realizing like, yeah, she's right. Like she was right about that. And honestly, without her, I wouldn't have been able to keep going. Because there's just so many rough days. You know, when you're farming and you're having a tough weather day or something with animals, you know, you need someone that's gonna keep it positive.
We can chill on my patio.
Well, there's no doubt a good team goes a long way. And now that our team is here and fully accounted for, it's time for me and Zach to start making some decisions about the outdoor space, namely the height of our partition walls.
We call it handsome height. That's too that's too tall. I've thought this many times. I think that's too high.
Stop trying to
We're gonna
stab
need to
me.
come a little closer. What about that?
Sure.
Probably a better height.
I think this, I mean, a lot of people like this height better.
All right. We'll go with John. All right, he wins this time.
Can bring it down, yeah.
It's the shui, you know?
The fung?
Yeah, the funk.
It's the fung and the shui. He's fung, I'm shui. Welcome to Tiny House Revival.
I'm just glad that I get to be the fun guy.
Can we do a podcast called Fung and Shui? Shui McKenzie here alongside my longtime partner, Fung Johnson.
Don't think that anybody in this town can bring it down, yeah. She calls me baby, ain't that shit crazy? And I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Don't think that anybody in this town can bring me down, yeah.
I'm not a farmer, but my dad grew up on a farm, and he always said that farm life starts early. And if the early bird gets the worm, then this morning, our worms are piglets.
These are herd animals. They love being together. You've got a mother and some piglets back over here. Pigs are European woodland animals, not American pasture animals. And so they like the woods, they like the shade, they like to be cool, they like to be able to root up the ground where they are. Part of this is this pig is happy because it's able to live like it would in the wild.
So the pigs are happy. The cows, on the other hand, are mischievous. Apparently, a couple of those rascals got loose, which isn't great unless you're a farm dog. Then it's kind of like me building a sauna. It's your time to shine.
So when we went down to feed the cows, we left the gate open purposely, thinking that they would follow the hay. And of course, there's always the one where the grass is greener on the other side. We definitely don't want them getting in the garden or in the produce. Literal thousands of dollars worth of damage can happen in minutes if they get into the produce, into our gardens.
Bobby, go get the cows. Go get them. Davey, come on. Come on, keep going.
Nice work, team. You know what? Take a break. Get yourself something to eat. You've earned it. Zach and I, on the other hand, have a bunch more work to do before we get a rest. Now that I'm part of the build crew and not just a pretty face, I'm starting to understand what Zack loves about these projects. It's the adventure of it all. With that in mind, the team and I proudly present to you Tiny House Revival, the magazine. It's our take on a digital magazine packed with photos, stories, and insights into the real-life adventure of what went into producing this episode. Heck, this edition even has a link to a secret bonus video, and you can purchase a copy right here in our YouTube store. For less than the cost of a latte, this is a great way to join us and help fund our next build. Speaking of which, back to Texas and Zack's daybed couches.
How are you feeling right now?
Everything's working. You know, it's an L couch,
Yep.
but really it's daybed, so it's extra deep.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna basically have a bookshelf that comes down,
Okay.
which is essentially an excuse to build like cabinets behind the bed. And then that's gonna act as the bed rest.
Yeah.
In my mind, like just a bookshelf is pretty, like, it's not very,
I know, it's not very Zack.
it's not like customized. There's not any kind of special elements to it.
Okay.
And so what I'm thinking is like, instead of making it really complex or hard, we just get a couple souvenirs or something
Okay.
that are meaningful to
Sure.
her, that kind of speak to the whole kind of sanctuary theme, and like, you know, that's what I'm looking for.
Got it,
And if
okay.
you can do that, my idea is like, I can basically build kind of cubbies for them.
Give me a size. I don't know what
Okay,
the
so
shelves are gonna be.
yeah, so let's limit it to like 2, maybe 3 items, and I'll show you what I mean, right? But we take the items and we just place them kind of, not haphazard, but just like intentionally in the space.
I need to find stuff for those cubbies.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter what size it is, because we can just, you know,
Build the cubby.
customize a space for it.
Cool.
But then, yeah, if you can give me a couple items.
So with marching orders in hand, Leslie and I are going antiquing. We're getting into the nooks and crannies of the outbuildings in search of heirlooms for the bookcase.
Zack was asking about some sentimental elements or decorative elements or something that was special to you for inside.
I have some different things that I've usually had in my yoga space. One of them is this big round gong with a mallet that,
How big?
this big, that big around.
Okay, so sizable. Okay.
Yeah. This is one of the main things I wanted to show you.
Okay.
So-
What is this?
It says Papa's Grill.
Yeah. Okay.
So this was Michael's dad. So he went by, Papa was his granddad name. He's who Michael went hunting and fishing with and learned how to grill and stuff. So this was on their back patio above his grill. So
Okay.
the other piece to it is, we are now grandparents.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. And Michael was very reluctant to have a grandfather name.
Okay.
He
I
tried
get
to
that.
convince our kids that he could be called Mike, and they vetoed it.
Okay.
So the one name that he has approved is Jefe. Boss.
Boss in Spanish.
So I would love this in a place that's around the grill area, and maybe a new one as
Maybe-
well that
maybe
says
an El
Jefe's
Jefe
Grill.
or
So
something.
it honors his dad and him at the same time.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
Their story is like, I love it, right? The story is the dream of so many people,
Yeah.
I think, right? Is to go and live your life, you know, kind of take all of the normal steps through life, do your job, but at some point be able to kind of take a step back, get back to the land, get your hands in the dirt,
Yeah.
you know, and just like enjoy all the sweet parts of life that come from an existence that's not easy
Yeah.
at all, but it is sweet, and there is a lot of reward to it.
We'd overcome a lot already, and we're really settling into our life and our lifestyle here. And in the late summer, early fall of 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
We just thought, or at least I thought, we're gonna go and they're just gonna say it's some benign this or that, and really honestly that's what I was expecting. And then once we got the news that it was actually, you know, cancer, it was a real, you know, they use the term out of body experience. It was literally like I felt like all of a sudden I'm floating in space. The tiny house did help us get through it because Leslie was able to go to treatment, do her chemo, come back, and be in a place that is relaxing.
So I just want to talk about what I think our plan is for tomorrow. So what I think we need to do is really lean into the outdoor area.
Okay.
We have a lot of work kind of to do over there. And Zach is making good progress on his end of it, but the outdoor area, the wellness area, that big cement pad, we have a lot to do over there.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we put all of our focus tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Dude, that's huge. I remember seeing this at my grandpa's house. I was like 8, 9 years old. I didn't even know they still had this here. That's crazy. This is probably 40, 50 years old. Yeah, Papa's my grandpa. So my dad is El Jefe and my grandpa is Papa. So if y'all put those together, I think that's gonna be his favorite thing about everything. He's gonna love it.
The thing that I'm most excited about being here is just the property and the workspace and just the people that we're working for, just making us feel so welcome.
We can chill on my patio.
So with the reveal closing in on us fast, Zach and I have split up. While he continues to work on the interior pieces, I've elicited the help of Zach's brother, our DP, Sam, who's traded in his camera for a skill saw. With a lot of moving pieces and a lot of projects in motion, the biggest danger right now is that something will slip through the cracks, like our El Jefe sign for Michael. Luckily, Zach is not only on it, he has a plan. Gluing up stencils so we can precisely cut out the letters with a jigsaw. And once that's done, it's on to the waterfall.
So basically, this contraption is just a box to hold a bucket of water. And we're gonna suspend it above the shower. And then it's gonna have a handle that goes out here, right? Mm-hmm. That runs out, and a pivot. And so when you're ready for the dousing waterfall experience, you basically go underneath there, pull the string, connect it to the handle, it pivots the whole thing, and it just turns upside down and just drops all the water on you. It's gonna douse you good.
Chill on my patio. Drink some wine, let it go. You're my favorite.
Yeah, so this is a really cool piece of wood. This is from Leslie's mom's horse ranch. She had lots of horses, and this was from the tack room where they would hang the saddles and stuff. You can see the names of the horses that are on here. Duchess, Dakota, Alice, Chrissy. So I'm gonna take this over to the sauna area, and I think this is like hang towels on it or whatever. We can put it across one of the walls. I think it'll be really cool. I think you'll like that a lot.
How you feeling?
I mean, we're like, I don't even know. I think we're gonna be revealing and it's gonna be getting dark. That's what I predict.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're like gonna miss out, but will it be preferable? Will the cameraman and the director be happy? Probably not.
No, I'd rather
However,
have
if
sunset reveal.
projects are nice, then I'll be happy, even if we can't see them.
Just try to line it up so it's the sky's coloring up nicely with pinks, and that's when we're finishing it.
Yeah, and the only thing that you really need to be able to see and recognize is the shining smiles of the people that are getting these projects, right?
Yeah.
So if you can, that kind of glow, you can see it even at nighttime.
our lifestyle that we've chosen, which was already for our health and well-being. That's one of the main reasons why we decided to move out here and to live this lifestyle. But the cancer diagnosis and the treatment and everything that I went through and our family along with me, you know, including extended family members, gave us all a moment to reflect. Summer, early fall of 2022, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, my dad had a heart attack close to the end of that time, and he literally passed away on my last day of chemo. And then not too long after that, my mom was the healthiest 81-year-old you would have ever met, rode her horse a week before anything happened, and she was out walking her dog and fell and hit her head, and it was the beginning of the end for her. She was unconscious for 11 days and started making a recovery, but ended up passing away about 5 months later.
Yeah, we had a lot going on with the two grandparents passing on within a fairly short amount of time between each other, and then again, our mom having the breast cancer was a shock to us all, and we were with her the whole way, and we got the good news that everything cleared up.
This rocker set with the love seat and the 4 chairs behind it.
Yep.
So my mom, she had this set on her patio. These patio chairs, one of the patio sets is from Michael's parents. It's been a year and a half now since kind of the end of all of that happened, and in the meantime, our 2 high school kids launched into the world, and so we're kind of at this new crossroads.
Leslie and I have just literally gone through all these storms. What we're after is to be able to slow down, to be at peace, to create a beautiful place for our family and our friends to come to. The space that Zack is building for us, just through Leslie and my ups and downs, it just gives us a place to finally land.
Goodness. You remember I haven't been able to have my little yogi out in a long time. Now it's got its own place of honor. And my gong.
Ah, look at that. Ah, finally. Look at that.
So nice. And all the craftsmanship of the bookcase and the shelves. We didn't have any storage in here before either. It really, not only does it give storage space, but it kind of gives like a true home-like feeling to the space. It's amazing. That looks like it might be a drawer or something. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
And they've already put my yoga stuff in here. Oh, that's awesome.
Yoga blankets.
The other thing is, the furniture before felt bigger than this, but didn't have as much sitting space.
Yeah.
But then it kind of lunged into this area, and it's always been a dream of mine to be able to do yoga in here more. I am amazed at the transformation. Zack John.
Ready?
Come on in. Okay. Not only from a functional perspective, which is huge, we need more functionality, and it gives us that. And the aesthetics are amazing. They are so beautiful.
You know, the real challenge, you know, it was that kind of sanctuary vibe, right? And I say vibe because that's, to me, I think that that's what it is. It's open space here. Like you could come here and do yoga. And I think that this is, you know, my idea was to just have a really nice, relaxing, open space. But it's also useful because it's not just a chaise lounge. This is actually an extra large twin bed. And so we put it on casters. And as you see, you can simply just roll it back.
So it basically becomes a second bedroom with 2 beds.
It's got, exactly, if there's kids, you know, and the parents are in the bedroom, now you got 2 beds.
Wow.
And this one is kind of what I call the trundle couch. The depth of it is more like a couch because it slips underneath the cabinetry, right? But then we can just simply pull it out, put it against the wall, and now you have 2 extra large twin mattresses.
You deserve that,
I work
John.
hard like Zach now, I get it. This is why it's dangerous when Zach builds beds.
What I really like about this design is that it also latches together when you put the beds together. Well, now you have a king size mattress, right? And so if you have, you know, multiple relatives that are staying with you, nobody has to fight over who gets the bedroom because both of them have really nice beds.
The indoor part was only one part of what we were doing, right? Essentially, there was the whole outdoor wellness and entertainment area.
Yeah.
And so I want to show you that as well. And I think the best way to send us out there is with a little... All right, no peeking just yet.
Okay.
Watch the stairs. All right, you guys, on 3, check out the real sanctuary. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
How did you do all that?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
This is
I gotta go
crazy.
see closer up.
I don't know what I thought it would look like, but this is way better.
Got my bathtub. Can I get in?
I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely. Pretty
This
good.
is what I've been waiting years for.
Yeah.
Hi.
I gotta see this shower.
What I've done is what I'm calling a waterfall.
Yeah.
Which is essentially, basically,
No way.
it's got a float valve in the tub. You turn on the spigot, and then when it comes time and you're ready to just douse yourself, all you do is you pull down on the handle.
You're sure there's no water in there?
Yeah. You come here, you stand.
Yeah. Nice.
And so yeah, I just think, you know, it's kind of it's complementary to the cold plunge, but it's like not as involved. You don't have to fill the tub, you don't have to get the ice, you know. You can just turn on the spigot and then everybody who's in the party can do their own like dousing. So and it's always ready for you.
And as hot as it is here in the summer, this is perfect for just
As hot as it is here in the fall as well.
I did not think about that. The fact that it's hot enough that you might be using this even without the sauna. Yeah.
Well, speaking of heat, let's come over here to the sauna because,
It is a really lovely little sauna.
well, and for us, this whole wellness zone was the anchor, right? This was we knew we had the sauna, okay? You know, reached out to Clearlight. They said, yes, we can do this. It's easy to install. It was.
It was.
So we set this and everything else kind of came around it. And honestly, I just want to see you guys go sit in there for a second. I want to see, I just want to see what it looks like.
They're good dogs. though.
Right? I mean, there is just another spot here. Leslie, I wanted to show you.
Okay.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but this is the piece that you showed me from your mom's barn.
I have to touch it.
Yeah?
That is awesome.
It's a really significant memory of my mom. She was a horse person, and that was her healing. That was her sanctuary, is riding her horse on our family land. And so this board was up in the tack room where she kept all of her saddles and bridles. And so it's got the names of the horses that she had over the years. Thank you very much.
Of course. So the next thing we want to show you is something special for Michael.
Okay.
So it's over here in the entertainment area, if we'll call it. And I want you to turn. And I want you to look here.
Oh, that is great. Wow. And this brings back memories. This was my dad's that he had hung over his grill. My best way of dealing with grief is just pretending it's just not there. And so this was one of the things when, I went back to my mother's house to visit her that I just said, I want this, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it somewhere sometime. And I know it was hanging in the barn. I think it was hanging in the barn. I don't even remember where it was, but it's not been out, it's not been seen. And so this, next to my grandpa name, I love this sign.
Yeah. And Michael, one of the really cool things about this sign is that literally everybody on the crew had hands on this. They either sanded it or cut it out. It really was like a gift from all of us.
Can't wait till my granddaughter sees it.
It's called Hefe's Grill, but we gotta at least see Hefe's Grill, so.
When I first came, my thought process was like, oh, that pad's pretty big,
Right.
And given the fact that your grill takes up a good portion of the entire pad, I think now it actually feels like it's very, very appropriate size.
Right.
Well, we had this custom made so that when our family came, we could cook large amounts of food on it.
Yeah.
Outside with fire. You got a giant grill, you can take off the back, you got a giant griddle, you can put on 10 pounds of bacon and 3 dozen eggs all at one time, grill you some sausage here.
So grill zone, then this is the sunset area.
Yeah, just to be able to, our days are long and hard, and just to be able to come and actually sit, and the weather's nice now, the sunsets are always beautiful. It's really what we've been after.
'Cause I'm coming on strong. Grass should have looked greener. I need a true believer in disguise. If I'm loving you wrong, short-changing and receiving, girl, you best believe in me behind.
I'm definitely gonna miss y'all. It's been one of the funnest weeks of my life. So we need to do it again. We should have a reunion.
State the truth, spit it out, I'm waiting. Don't leave me contemplating my own life. Save the bullshit for another man or lover. Don't need a 4-leaf clover to decide. 'Cause I'm coming on.
Yes, they do have the bathtub, so she can turn that into a cold plunge. I just know from experience that's kind of a lot of labor to plan it out. It's just time, right?
But making a waterfall is so much simpler.
Behind, 'cause I'm over easy.
Is this tongue oil?
Nope. Teak oil.
So what do they make teak oil out of?
Really testing my improv skills. What do they make teak oil out of?
Why do they call it teak oil?
Originally it was called tweak oil.
God damn it, that's better! God!
Tweak
You doesn't
oil.
even take improv. I've been taking improv for 3 years. I couldn't come up with tweak oil.
Too many answers, when all we need is questions. You ain't giving this a chance to burn its light. 'Cause I'm coming up strong. Grass should've looked greener. I need a true believer in disguise. If I'm loving you wrong, she'll changing and receiving. Girl, you best believe in me behind. 'Cause I'm over easy. I'm over easy. And I'm over easy tonight.
We're probably gonna get splashed.
You think it's just gonna come out? Okay, I don't know how this works.
You guys ready? You think I should do it?
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a good pour.
Was it cold?
It was like nice and cool. It like started cascading over my
Yeah.
shoulders, and I like dipped my head back. It was really like a waterfall, being in a waterfall.